once product is ready for market launch and it is launched in market, after that how you can ensure about product is adapted by users or not?
Okay. So once you have launched a product, right, you have to, measure certain matrices and KPIs.
Right.
KPIs, key performance indicator, right?
Right.
So one of the metrics which is very common if you have a digital product, right, you have to measure your active users,
Right.
right? So active users is like how many users on a day-to-day basis are using your product
Right.
over your total user base.
Right.
So for an example, if you have a total user base of 10,000 people and 9,000 people are daily using it, right? So your active user base is 90%.
Right.
So you have to gauge this because this might increase over a period of time. This might decrease also. You have to be measuring this throughout the when your product is live in your market. Second thing which I also that is very critical is you should also measure churn rate.
Okay.
Churn rate is important because these are the users who are leaving your product for some reason,
Okay.
right?
Dissatisfaction.
Dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
So they have certain pain points with the product. So specifically this churn rate, whichever users are leaving, right? You have to understand why they are leaving.
Right.
Because in long run, you have to solve this problem if this matches your vision.
Right.
There will be users who are not satisfied, but that is not the vision of your product.
Right.
So you have to stay focused. You have to see if you consider these as a user which you have built for, then you have to solve that problem.
Right.
The reason is uh, if you don't solve over a long run, certain percentage of active users might become start churning, right? So you have to solve that,
Right.
right? And the third thing again is customer satisfaction.
Right.
So you can measure this customer satisfaction by running a survey.
Okay.
You can run an anonymous survey and ask few questions. Then there you will understand how satisfied a customer is with your product. That's
Okay.
called CSAT.
Right.
Customer satisfaction score.
Mhm.
Now let's take an example of UPI. UPI is very well adopted in our Indian market, right? So if you take just two metrics, number of transactions here, right? So in 2022, right, there were 71 billion transactions done.
Wow.
Again, coming to the next year, 2023, reach it to the 113 billion.
Nice.
So you know that how well it is adopted.
So almost 1.5 times.
Yeah.
Than,
So people are using it and people who are adopting it on an exponential basis, right? So by just understanding how many transactions done over the years, you understand that your product is well adopted.
Right.
So if your product is live in the market, you have to very cognizant about these matrices. You have to measure these active users, your retention, churn rate, and then also this customer satisfaction.
Right.
Because at the end of the end goal is you have to have satisfied customer. Because then only they will return back to your product.
Then only you can make money.
Yeah. So that is where you take care of these metrics. You get insights from these metrics. Act on those matrices, and then take it ahead.
Okay. Great. That's great point.